Hi there, today we're unboxing a CCTV system. This is by a company called A-Zone. So just received the package today. So just ordered from Amazon. I think it was around £209. So this particular system, let's show it, hang on. So this particular system comes with 4 cameras, high definition. Oh, let's move this box out of the way. See what's in the packaging. So by a company called A-Zone. Okay. HD camera kit instruction book, got a warranty card, thank you card. So every A-Zone customer enjoys 30% discount for accessories like extend cable adapter offered from us. Please contact. Yep. Okay. Okay, looks like a big sticker. Personally, I wouldn't really want to put the model on the sticker itself. Just a standard basic sticker saying you've got CCTV. No need to put the make on. Okay, let's see what's in here. Box labelled cables. So this is a coax system to highlight. The 4 large, long cables, each 15 meters. Move that. And then we've got the actual camera itself. Let's have a look. Okay. Not too heavy. Reasonable weight to it. You've got the infrared lights on there. Then looking at the top, you've got a hole, so obviously you can fit it into your conduit, not conduit, what am I saying, soffit in your roof or into a wall if you had it just screwed in. Drill a big hole and just feed this through, and then you screw it on. It's a good solid construction. That's a positive so far. Also has a sticker like that in there, I guess just to make it a bit more watertight. It's a useful thing to have. Okay, let's put that to the side. We'll move the other 4 cameras because it'll just be the same thing again. Okay, so the actual unit itself. Nice packaging. Very neatly put together. Okay, so this is the actual recording unit. Oh, very tiny. Didn't expect that. I thought it'd be slightly bigger than that. It's quite good, nice and compact. So, you've got your 4 video in, and then you've got your audio in. You've got audio out as well. VGA, HDMI, obviously your RJ45 for your internet connectivity. Then you've got PowerPoint, looks like some jumper settings there, and USB for a mouse just to control it. So let's look at the front of this unit. One good thing, this actually came with a 2 terabyte hard disk already in there, so less of a hassle to get that set up. have a look. So yeah, good compact size really, which I was surprised. I thought it'd be slightly bigger than that. Okay, put that to the side. This must be the actual power cable to go with it. Oh, okay, even more bits and pieces. So, okay, looks like power cables. Okay, power plugs. Looks like these are the power bits for the actual cameras themselves. So we've got 2 of these. See how many of these should be 4 in theory, I guess. Well, this must be the power for the actual unit itself. Okay, so let me put this to the side. We'll work out how to put this together. So CD, I guess drivers or something on there. The mouse, some screws and bits and pieces for fitting. And a remote control. Feels very light. I don't think it's got batteries in. They should have really given a set of batteries for these. It'd be nice to get. Yeah, no batteries. Yeah, most things come with batteries these days, so I don't see why that can't be given with it. Okay, so let's stop there for a moment, and I'll just put this on the desk, then we can just sort of get it powered on and see what the setup's like. So let me stop here. Okay, so here we have everything out of its packaging. It's a combination of everything. So let's begin piecing this together then. So first of all, actual power for the NVR, so the network video recorder. Connected. I won't power it all up straight away, I'll just get everything connected. So that's that. Okay. Get that plugged in just there. Okay, so the power's in there now. So next thing is let's cable up the actual cameras. I think with any sort of unit you're working on like this, it's probably best to test it actually working first of all with all the cables, in case there's a fault in the cable. You don't want to go to the effort of running all these things, cables, cameras, installing them, and then finding out it doesn't work. Complete waste of your time then. So best to sort of, I guess, first fix it, just fix it all up, and then see how you get on. Just confirm it's working. So there you go. Camera plugs in quite easily. Okay, so that's one camera connected. Let's connect the others. So might as well just connect them all up in one go. Bit messy initially, I know, but best way to do it. Let me adjust the camera slightly so you can see it just there, back of the unit itself. So there's one connected, get the other one just here. Okay, the power here for it. Okay. This end, bit of a spaghetti junction really with all these cables, but best way to do it, like I say. Okay, next camera, ends again. Okay, power, plug the other end in. It's interesting, I've never owned a coax system before. It's interesting seeing how it all connects together. I assumed each camera would need a socket nearby, so a power socket to power it, but it seems it doesn't. I guess that's what these bits are. Plug that in here. All very straightforward. And that's where this comes into it. So this, the combination of one of these splitter cables, you just plug in each of the power points. So they're all here in this area, so it's not too bad. So I guess to use this, you're going to need two sockets. That's the first thing. One to power all the cameras and one for the actual NVR itself. Okay, so let's stop here and I'll just tidy up a little bit the area, and then we can actually plug it in and see what it's like on first startup. Okay, so I've made a bit of space, just move the cameras to the side, place the cables up there, just to get a bit more room to work with this. I've unpacked the actual mouse. Not too bad, very light, cheapo mouse to be honest. So let's start connecting this up for the other items. So you've got a VGA connector, I'll use that for now. We can test it with a HDMI in a little while. Let's go with this first. And we've got an Ethernet connector. I show it goes straight in there. This way around, yeah. And the mouse just below here. You can see that. Yeah. Let's bring the camera down slightly. Okay. So you have everything connected up. Okay, so now that's there. Let's focus it straight onto the actual monitor now. Let's turn the power on and see what we get. Okay. Unit's turning on. Pretty quiet. Oh, there you go. Okay. So just starting up, obviously these are little mini computers. Oh, interesting. This interface seems exactly like the other camera I have, which is the Yankee one. So let's go through. Yep. Standard settings. I'm not going to set a password yet. Let's just show this being set up. Yeah, London. Times about 17:38-ish. Okay, let's move on to the networking. So depends what the IP address of your network, what it's configured as. So if I click network to manually configure, so my test network here is this. 150 there, and the gateway is your actual internet router. So I know my one's on this test network on this address, and the same for the primary DNS. Okay, let's give that a go. Okay, retry it. Working, all good. Let's move on. So this is to get the actual Android app or iPhone app on your actual phone or tablet. So let me show that. So get your QR scanner. Skip the advert, finally appears. Okay, and point in the direction, opening the browser. Takes you to this website, so you just download and install that. I won't need to do that, I've already got the app as part of another camera I've got installed. So let me start that app up. Okay, so let's get our Android device. This is quite good. Oh, we don't want the iTunes one. Point to the Android one. That's it. Open in browser. Let it open. Let me just jump onto the Wi-Fi in the house. Give it a moment to load up, and if you see XMI, you can download that and install it, but actually I've got that software on my phone anyway. Okay, so the next stage, we want to add this device onto your phone or tablet. So if I go there, click add, then you've got this, and you've got to scan in the actual QR code that's on the screen at the moment, and you can just, I'll show a little bit of it just there. So if I hold it over, it should grab it, and we've got the serial number on there. Okay, we've got that. I'll just enter a name for the device, so I'll just call it test for now. I'll click OK. There you go, it's added. If I click on test, there you have the 4 cameras. If I click that tick box there, they all get selected, and I can hit preview, and there you go, all the cameras have appeared. Okay, so let's move on. Thank you for choosing our products. Okay, so what can we do on this then? Main menu, record config. Okay, so a number of options on there. So it seems to be recording in 60-minute chunks, as you can see there. Pre-record, this is quite useful. You need to be aware that obviously if something comes on quite quick in the region of the camera, a pre-record ensures you don't miss any of the time. So having this even slightly higher, it doesn't matter, but it can be quite useful having it. So regular, detect and alarm. Let's have a look. Okay, let's go back. Playback. So it started recording already. Let's do a bit of playback. Okay. Quality looks pretty good. What I may do at this stage now, let me stop it and get a HDMI cable. Probably be good to see it over that. But yeah, so far so good. And we can get it pointing out the window or something and see what the quality's like. Or even actually, I could just get it pointing here. Yeah, not bad. Pretty clear. There you go. Let me get a HDMI cable and try it with that, see if that's any different, the picture quality. Okay, I've just plugged in the HDMI cable. Let me pull out the VGA cable I have got plugged in there. See if it's any different picture wise. Let it auto detect it. Okay. Yep. Still the same. Just wanted to make sure there's no sort of difference in quality. Picture quality wise, like I say, it is pretty good. Okay, let's put this down. See what else we have in there. Okay, so obviously we've gone through those. You've got a backup option there. This is to detect the USB drive and then back up onto there, I'm guessing. Alarm, motion detect. Okay, motion detect, set. This is good, I've seen this before, so this is quite useful. You can actually select the region you want to detect, so quite good. So if you want to blank out a certain area, that's perfect, to be honest. If you just want the whole lot, that's fine as well. So that's good. PTZ activation, so that's the actual when the camera is shifting left to right, you know, those sort of cameras. So this doesn't apply to this particular type. Okay, and this is, I guess, the recording intervals or motion detecting intervals. That's fine. You can get it to actually print a message or even buzz or FTP upload, send an email or write to a log file when there's motion detection, which is quite good. I think the email one could be quite useful. You're out and about, if there's a very unique zone you're recording, like your doorstep, it could be quite useful that you know someone's at your doorstep. So that's that. Video blind, I think this sort of kicks in if the video picture goes, so you can do all sorts of things as usual, you know, the buzzer, the message, send an email, so quite useful. Cancel that. Is there anything in advance? No, just going back. Video loss, okay, similar sort of thing here as well. Alarm input, and normal close, normal open, okay, that's that. Alarm output, okay, so you can get an alarm if there's no storage left or any of these sort of situations, IP conflict and stuff. That could be quite useful. Sometimes you don't know what's going on with these things. System itself, general, we've done that at the time. Encode, the encoding method that's being used. Network, obviously you've got the network settings there. Net service, okay, this is good. So this is where you put in your SMTP server for emails, DDNS, the dynamic DNS, FTP as well, you can put those, so that's quite good. So cloud connected, this is useful. So this is for when you're out and about and you actually use this phone app to connect, so it'll allow you to connect. So let me cancel out, so that's good to know there. Display wise, resolution, okay, let me go straight to, oh, let me go back into it. I want to see what it was before. Okay, it was that. Okay, restart. Let's get that restarted. See if it's any different. I think it's worth trying it on this. Obviously we've got the HDMI cable in there. Picture quality might even improve further. Okay, booting up. Okay, let's back up again. Let's cancel that. We've already come through the wizard. That picture's pretty much the same. No difference there. what I was looking for is increased sharpness or anything like that, but nah, it's still the same level, whatever it is. Okay, so that's the PTZ device. We don't need to worry about that one. Another connectivity option, digital channel type, be ignored, it's fine. Okay, cancel out of that. We've gone through all these. It's gone in advanced storage. There you go, approximately 2 terabytes. Like I say, quite useful. This device comes with it connected, with the hard disk already connected, which is good. Accounts, here's the default accounts with it, so admin with no password initially. Always best to set the password of these, don't leave them open. Obviously there's hackers always trying to jump onto these units, so set the password as soon as you can. And we've got default user, modify group. If I go into there, you can actually control what options the person has access to. So this is quite useful. You've got a user called user, and they're in a group called user, and all they can do is monitor and replay. You can't mess about with the settings, which is quite a useful option to have. You can have other people connecting to it if you wanted to, and they can't mess it up. Okay, oh, let me just check. Online user. Okay, so that's the account I guess it's using to connect online with it. Output adjust. Okay, it's fine. It's just the output on there. Auto maintain. This is useful. So auto reboot system. It's good to, I think, do that regularly. Ensures the system's at optimal performance. You know, sometimes things can just go a bit slow if things have been left on for a while. Auto delete old files, never. Okay, that can be custom. Probably want to set that to whatever you want, so 60 days or 90 days I'd say. Restore, so this is to restore it back to factory default. Upgrade, okay, if you had a firmware update or something, but generally nothing needs to be done with that. General info on that. Import export, okay, so we'll import and export things. Let's go back. Info, hard disk info. Okay, these are the actual, I guess, speeds they're performing at the cameras. Log file, okay, tells you what's been done since it's been running. Okay, go. Okay, that's that. Let me, next thing, show it pointing outwards, maybe the camera, so you can get a good idea of the quality, how it is outside. Okay, let me show the camera now, just pointing to the just the drive outside, just to show the quality. Pretty good, to be honest, very clear. Obviously being high def. There you go. Gives good quality. Let's bring it inside. Just so for inside. Very good quality there. Don't know about showing a darker image. Okay, I've just put my hand over it, and that's the infrared kicking in. If I cover it, you can see it. Just my hand covering all the light. Okay, and I've covered the sensor, so you can see the night vision quality. So yeah, pretty good, really. Let me put it back again. So let's show you the actual phone app as well. So this pretty standard, I guess, between some of these sort of systems. So if I go to Home, remote playback, there you go, you can just see the playback. You can play back what's been there. That's playing back right now. can see, I don't know how clear it is, I'll bring it in close. Seconds ticking away. So that's the playback of that. And you can do obviously config changes on there. I'd say be careful of using these sort of apps. I actually prefer using the console. On another system I made a change and it completely wiped out some settings, so just be conscious of when you're making these sort of changes. Okay. Okay, that's that. So, all in all, seems like a good system. Not too sure about running the cables. The cables are quite thick, but not an immense amount, I guess. Probably similar sort of size to an Ethernet sort of thickness, but my only concern is these, the actual connectors. So obviously the hole you have to make is slightly bigger than like a power over Ethernet system, but it's not really a major thing as long as you can get a hole as big as that, push this one through first, and then this should easily come through it, so that should be fine. If you're okay with 15 meters, that's fine. I guess you can buy more strands with through eBay, you know, longer runs, so it is possible. The power over Ethernet ones are quite good. Obviously you can buy Ethernet cable quite easily. These two, obviously with Ethernet you can crimp the ends of it, so you can cut it and you can do that. But price wise, pretty impressed. A good system, has all the functions any sort of standard system would have, and I like the fact that this unit is quite compact, so in a way it can be easily hidden away if you wanted to hide it, and really the preference is to hide it. Last thing you want is someone breaking in and then stealing the actual recorder itself. So okay, so there you go. Hope it's helped anyone thinking of buying this particular unit. So this is the actual A-Zone home security system, 1080p system with a 2 terabyte hard disk. If you want to see the spec, I've got it in the description, and if anyone's interested in purchasing, which I get asked, the bits and pieces I buy, there's a link in the description that will refer you back to Amazon where I purchased it from. So there you go. Thanks for viewing.